Have you ever seen a child wearing a helmet? It may seem strange and thoughts may race through your head. What happened to the child? Is he or she okay? Here presented to you is a photo of myself. Young Rebecca wore a helmet called a dock band to treat a condition called plagiocephaly. My parents have shared many stories about what it's like to raise a child who is different. It's been my mission to educate others on why we see babies wearing helmets and have done extensive research on the issue, as well as followed many accounts for parents who have children with plagiocephaly. This speech will address what plagiocephaly is, including the treatment process, while expanding on mine and my parents' experience with treatment. First, you will hear in depth about what it was like for my parents to raise me while I had plagiocephaly, and information about what a dock band is and what plagiocephaly is will be addressed throughout this speech as well. As a baby, I adapted a sleep style that morphed my malleable head to be flat on one side. So I always slept on this side and always wanted to lean on this side. So as a baby, your head is more malleable, so it flattened naturally. At first, my parents didn't notice the change in facial structure. As their first child, they assumed that I was perfectly healthy. While my aunt, a nurse practitioner at the time, noticed my flat head and suggested that my parents schedule a doctor's appointment. They took her advice and made the appointment with a neurologist at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Doctors diagnosed me with plagiocephaly immediately, and my parents were referred to two offices that treated plagiocephaly, one in Los Angeles and one in New York. Plagiocephaly wasn't well known at the time, and not very many people specialized in treating the issue. To date, there are now 70 locations nationwide, with a majority in the United States, whereas in 2003, there were only two, one in Los Angeles and one in New York. After the referral, my parents drove me to Los Angeles every other Friday from our hometown in Corscold. This was an approximate 8-hour ride round trip, 8-hour drive round trip. The specialist fitted my head by putting a mesh sleeve over my head, down over my chin, and cast it with molding material. This process created my dock band, which would change shape through time to form my head into a standard structure. So they would shave out the inside of this to make it more round. Baby Rebecca wore her dock band for about 23 hours a day for 5 months, and typical treatment lasts about 4 months. A dock band was made out of a lightweight anti-allergenic plastic material, very unique. My parents received many stares and negative comments about my dock band, and there were not many babies wearing dock bands at the time. And so my mom created a small flyer which she carried around in her purse and would hand to and give to people who would ask questions and would stare. In addition to my parents' hard work, they also made the experience more enjoyable for themselves and for me by decorating the helmet with stickers to make it look more stylish. In summary, my parents had difficulty caring for a child with plagiocephaly due to the resources that were limited and the social consequences it presented. Plagiocephaly is a common yet challenging condition to treat, especially for children so young. I'm thankful that my parents could treat my health issue immediately and with care, otherwise I would look much different today. Without a dock band, my head would be flat on one side and the other half would bulge with excess skin and bone. It would look unnatural and would present many negative comments for me growing up. So thank you for listening to my speech about plagiocephaly. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.